Thank you, and thank you for the invitation, the opportunity to address you today. And I immediately would like to thank Bian for such a personal and also emotional account. Thank you very much. And I would also like to give you a brief reply to your question, because you asked us why we're here. And I thought about it immediately, and my immediate reply, so it was, I guess it's the genuine and gut reply, is that I'm here because I believe in the merits of a united and strong Europe, and a Europe that respects human rights and rule of law. And this is what I want to, this is why I'm here, and this is what I want to continue to fight for. So thank you very much for that. There's no doubt, of course, my initial words or my few words that were prepared for today have changed completely given the events since last night. And there is no doubt that we all woke up to a different world today. We woke up, and I would say even to a different mind frame. Clearly, the people most impacted at the moment are the people in Ukraine. They have woken up to the sound of sirens and took to their basements and rushed to the ATM to try and withdraw cash. And also a big number of them are caught in traffic jams as they try to escape the conflict. And in fact, coming down, I met one of my colleagues from my office, Artur, from Poland, a usually very jovial person, always joking, always smiling. And he was indeed very serious and very preoccupied. And he was telling me that he was just on the phone with some people in Poland, and they were telling him that already there are queues at the border of people from Ukraine fleeing. But what was also significant is that he told me that there are also a huge number of young Ukrainians going back to Ukraine because they want to join the conflict and possibly even die. And I think these are aspects which we all should take account of and think about. This is indeed a dark moment for Europe, and probably the darkest since the end of World War II. We know now that Putin's target is not Ukraine, and I will specifically use Putin and not Russia, because I refuse to blame Russia. I blame Putin with this. The target is stability in Europe and the whole of the international peace order. An independent, sovereign European country is under attack, and indeed democracy is under attack. Putin has managed in a very short time to turn Russia into a rogue state and has brutally invaded a sovereign country and thrown the world into chaos. Oil and gas prices have jumped, global stock markets have crashed, and also civil airlines were told to stay clear of Ukrainian airspace. But we must hold Putin firmly accountable. And as I said this morning in our plenary, we must follow also these words with actions, but being fully aware that these actions will also have a cost. With the attack on Ukraine, Putin tramples on the principles of freedom and democracy and the non-negotiable values of Europe and the international world order. We must now be united and act immediately. The time of ambiguity is over. The EU has to speak with a strong, united voice. We cannot stand still while Putin today and other authoritarian leaders tomorrow continue to kill and sabotage our democratic way of life. I stand convinced that in order for the European Union to move forward, it must begin to introduce measures for its security, for the security of both its current members as well as the future member states that are endangered due to foreign aggression, and bring the responsibility of continental safety firmly in our hands. If Europe is to find peace, it must have the means to create peace by being able to protect itself against hostile foreign influences. This brings me to the manifesto also produced by the Employers Group on the future of Europe, where we stressed very clearly that the Union must be able to exercise its powers when confronted with such a crisis. We need to devise more effective steering instruments that are flexible, agile, and simply faster, not only to allow the European Union to survive, but also to act powerfully and effectively in the global arena. In foreign and security policy, we believe, as the Employers Group, and this is a document that was endorsed by the whole group, in foreign and security policy, we believe that the passerelle clause should be used by default to take qualified majority decisions. It is clear each single member state, even the large ones, are too small on their own to be able to solve world policy issues on an equal footing with other global actors. The crisis in Ukraine shows that European security cannot be left entirely to the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the latest Eurobarometer on security and defense, Europeans expect the EU to guarantee security and peace. 75% of respondents are in favor of a common EU defense and security policy, while 55% were in favor of creating an EU army. Moving towards a security and defense union, indeed, is also one of the priorities of the current Commission President. We believe that the Conference on the Future of Europe should be the vehicle through which we should continue building a project of peace and prosperity that delivers for its peoples and its companies. But equally important, it should also bring about long-lasting change, and this is very important. We really want this initiative to work. We want this initiative to deliver. This was an initiative devised for the citizen, to give voice to the citizen, and we cannot fail to deliver. So this conference should bring about long-lasting change in the EU, make it capable of action where it's most needed and where it can have the largest impact. Thank you very much for your kind attention.